Hi, I'm Mary Hopkins, a longtime volunteer from Church of the Redeemer in Bryn Mawr, and I've been volunteering with IHN since 2010. I got involved through two former IHN early adopters, um, Lucetta Alderfer and Barky Sipley, and I saw them at a gathering at my church, and they said, "We have just the thing for you." And they gave me an IHN brochure, and a couple of weeks later I went to the volunteer introduction and training, and it happened that the week after that training was the first week for Church of the Redeemer. So I went boom, 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 step by step, and I fell in love the first time. The first thing that struck me really in my heart was when they were talking about Montgomery County being one of the most affluent counties in the state, if not the country, and that how many people were homeless. And it's just struck me of the most and the least all in my backyard. And I thought I need to be a part of something that addresses that issue. And when I came, everybody involved was just so dedicated, so interested in these people. And I thought, this is corny maybe, but I thought the whole thing about church and stuff is love thy neighbor. And these are my neighbors, even though I didn't know they were. So I had to. A lot. I started as a volunteer, and then I was a coordinator at the Redeemer, and I've also volunteered at other parishes, other congregations, doing sleeping over or whatever. My favorite thing is playing with the kids, so Bubbles is a key tool in my toolkit. I would say two things keep me motivated to stay volunteering. One is the families. I just feel a connection, even when it's hard to make a connection. I mean, you don't really get to know anybody really well, but I find connecting with the kids makes the parents feel more at ease with me, and then I can get to know the parents a little bit. The other thing truly is the other volunteers and everybody who works at IHN Allegra. But it's such a group of people who care. And when we have coordinator meetings and stuff, to feel that everybody's on the same page in terms of caring about the families, and it's all about them and making a difference for them. My experiences in the office have been eye-opening. I mean, I understand the mission of IHN and stuff, but to see the nuts and bolts of what goes on, and the paperwork, the meetings, everything from dealing with the services that are available to the money and the grants, and all the participation by so many people in so many congregations. I mean, it's a small operation, and what gets done is overwhelmingly beautiful. I have learned so many things. I have learned that community expands when you participate in something like this. Like, my community is now not just the main line, it's Norristown and wherever some of the families go. My community is not just people in my demographic. My community is now people of different faiths, people of different ages, kids. Those are my favorites. But it's, I've learned compassion. I've seen sometimes people being a little judgmental of the families, and I don't even want to get into the negative side of it, but it makes me feel more compassionate, and to see what they go through in terms of the rigor of getting up every morning very early and getting their families together, and the program, they realize the program is what's going to make them succeed, and they stick with it. And to be part of that compassion that supports them is priceless.